Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Next week on The Bold and the Beautiful, all eyes will be on miracle patient Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, now that is awake. But Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, could start to realize that something is seriously off with his son. Is Liam Spencer still dying? Here's what's coming up next on B&B, spoilers down below. It's obvious on The Bold and the Beautiful that there's something seriously fishy going on with Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech. A popular theory on social media is that Grace took Bill's $1 million and never actually removed the tumor, and then lied and gave Liam a clean bill of health. If that's the case, it is only a matter of time before the truth comes out and Liam's family and friends get the devastating news. When Bill Spencer learned that Liam was shot and battling cancer, he raced to the hospital to save the day. Dollar Bill was quick to pay Grace to save his son, but he never got a second opinion or any details about Liam's tumor. It's certainly convenient that the inoperable tumor was suddenly operable when Bill opened his checkbook. According to Bold and Beautiful spoilers, next week on the soap Bill will start to get suspicious. Apparently, Liam isn't getting better as quickly as his father expected him to. Seeing as how money is not an option, it's only a matter of time before Bill starts parading new doctors through the Spencer mansion that actually specialize in his cancer condition. If Grace faked Liam's surgery, Bill Spencer is going to find out, and she might want to hightail it out of Los Angeles before he gets a hold of her. Imagine paying someone $1 million to save your son, and then celebrating his new lease on life, only to find out that he is still dying. Do you think that Dr. Buckingham conned Dollar Bill and Liam? Is Scott Clifton's character still dying on the CBS soap? Let us know what you think down below, and don't forget to check Celebrating the Soaps Daily for more Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and news. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that Bill Spencer is in for a devastating shock in the days ahead, and it's all connected to his son Liam. The father and son have had their share of ups and downs over the years, but nothing will prepare Bill for the heartbreaking turn that's about to rock both their lives. Bill has always been a man who likes to control every aspect of his life, from his business empire to his complicated personal relationships. But this time, the control he values so much will be ripped right out of his hands. It all begins when a troubling piece of news about Liam lands on Bill's doorstep, and once he hears it, he won't be able to unhear it. This revelation is something so serious, so life-changing, that even Bill, usually the master of cold-hearted strategies, will be shaken to his core. The Bold and the Beautiful has never been shy about throwing emotional curveballs at the Spencer men, but this one could change everything for Bill, for Liam, and for the entire family. For months now, viewers have seen Liam spiraling in a way that feels dangerously familiar. His guilt over his role in various failed relationships, including his inability to fully choose between Hope and Steffi, has always been a hallmark of his character. But this time, it's different. The fallout from the last few months, Hope cutting him off emotionally, Steffi's clear preference for Finn, and his constant emotional turmoil, has left Liam feeling like a man with no purpose, no anchor. While he puts on a brave face for the world, those closest to him have started noticing something's not quite right. And now, someone has decided that it's time to intervene. That someone might just be Bill, but not before he learns a truth that hits too close to home. Liam may be facing a mental health crisis, and the consequences could be life-altering. A source close to the Spencer family hints that Liam's erratic behavior may not just be emotional fallout. It may point to something deeper and far more serious. Has Liam been hiding something about his health? Or has the pressure of his past finally caught up with him in a way that threatens everything? Bill is no stranger to conflict, but when it comes to Liam, he's always had a soft spot, even when his tough love methods have backfired. In the past, Bill's reaction to Liam's indecision was often blunt. Man up was his go-to phrase, a mix of tough guy bravado and businesslike detachment. But underneath it all, Bill loves his son and sees him as a legacy worth protecting, which makes the latest news all the more devastating. When a mutual friend or medical contact gives Bill an update on Liam's condition, he is stunned into silence. This isn't just about Liam having a bad week or being moody. Rumors swirling around Los Angeles suggest that Liam may be dealing with undiagnosed depression, or even something more complex, such as bipolar disorder, and that he has been doing everything in his power to keep it hidden. Bill, used to solving problems with money or manipulation, will be forced to accept that this isn't something he can fix with a check or a threat. It's a wake-up call, and one that will force Bill to re-examine everything about his role as a father. And that's not all. Spoilers suggest that this emotional blow comes at the worst possible time for Bill, who has only recently found some stability in his own romantic life. Just as things were starting to look up, perhaps even involving a romantic reconnection with a familiar face, this Liam situation could derail all of Bill's progress. He may have to put his own needs aside to deal with his son's growing crisis. The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on emotional entanglements, but this time the stakes are deeply personal. Bill will have to figure out how to be emotionally present, possibly for the first time in his life. And for a man like Bill, who's always relied on dominance and detachment, that will be a colossal shift. The question remains, will he rise to the occasion, or will his own past failures as a father come back to haunt him? Adding even more drama is the possibility that Liam's issues could have legal consequences. If he acts out in a way that threatens someone's safety, especially if he crosses a line with Finn or gets into a confrontation with Hope, it could mean criminal charges, court-ordered therapy, or worse. Bill might find himself needing to protect Liam not just emotionally, but legally. And let's not forget how this will affect the wider canvas of the Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke, Ridge, Steffi, Hope, and Finn are all going to be pulled into this emotional storm. Hope, though deeply hurt by Liam's actions, still cares for him and will likely be conflicted. Steffi, with her protective instincts, will want to make sure Liam doesn't hurt anyone, including himself. And Finn, the good doctor, might be forced to weigh in with professional insight, which could put him in direct opposition to Bill. If Bill feels that Finn is judging Liam or pushing for institutionalization, tensions could escalate. In fact, this situation might reignite Bill's more volatile side, especially if he thinks someone is trying to write Liam off. There's even a chance that a secret from Liam's past could be unearthed in the process. Perhaps something involving his childhood, a trauma never before explored on screen, or even a hidden medical history that sheds new light on his behavior. Whatever the case, Bill is going to have to make decisions fast, and the fallout will be massive. As this story develops, expect to see a side of Bill Spencer that has rarely been shown. Vulnerability, fear, and desperation are not emotions that he expresses easily, but when it comes to his son, all bets are off. Spoilers hint that there may be a moment, perhaps late at night, in the solitude of his office or private estate, when Bill finally breaks down. In a rare display of emotion, he may find himself confessing to someone he trusts that he feels like he's failed as a father, that despite all the power, all the money, and all the control, he couldn't protect his own son from the most dangerous enemy of all, himself. And that confession could mark a turning point not just for Bill and Liam, but for the Spencer family dynamic as a whole. Could this lead to an emotional family reckoning, one that brings Wyatt back into the fold, or even reveals a long-buried Spencer secret? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Bill Spencer is about to be tested like never before. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers promise that the drama will reach a fever pitch as Bill scrambles to understand the full extent of Liam's condition. Will he turn to Katie for support, rekindling their emotional connection in the process? Will he confront Hope, Steffi, or even Finn, desperate to piece together the timeline of Liam's decline? Or will he turn inward, isolating himself in a misguided attempt to handle everything alone? Longtime fans know that when Bill is cornered, his instincts can be unpredictable. This storyline could lead him down a path of redemption or self-destruction. Either way, it's must-see TV. And in true B and B fashion, nothing will be resolved easily. Expect emotional confrontations, shocking revelations, and possibly a medical emergency that forces everyone to rally around Liam. If a diagnosis is confirmed, especially something serious, then Liam's future, and by extension Bill's legacy, will be forever changed. And that, more than anything, may be the hardest pill for Bill Spencer to swallow. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our United News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.